And well, here we go. 7 matches has taken us to finally come here. Your main event, part 5 of Money in the Bank, and it's time for the final match. It's time for the main event of here tonight at Money in the Bank. Aleister Black, Finn Balor, The Miz, Braun Strowman, Ricochet, Cesaro, Buddy Murphy, Andrade. The Money in the Bank ladder match, it begins right now. One of those 8 men will walk out here tonight with the Money in the Bank briefcase, in which they'll hold that briefcase for a whole calendar year. And within that whole calendar year, they'll be able to cash it in as a shot at either the WWE Championship on SmackDown, the Universal Championship over on Raw, or, and if they want to as well, the NXT Championship over on NXT. Of course, NXT Champion Adam Cole sees himself next week defending his championship at TakeOver Blackpool against Keith Lee. Along with that, Universal Champion Seth Rollins, a couple minutes ago, retaining his Universal Championship against Drew McIntyre back in Part 4. And along with that, back in Part 3, it was Kofi Kingston retaining his WWE Championship against Roman Reigns. Of course, it is Cesaro, The Miz, Ricochet that represent Raw. Along with that, SmackDown's Buddy Murphy, Andrade, Aleister Black, and Finn Balor, they represent SmackDown. And of course, Braun Strowman also represents Raw. There you go, forgot him. Don't tell the monster in my men that I forgot him. Although I'm in my booth, so I should be protected. But if anything, 4 from Raw, 4 from SmackDown. Andrade just entered the ring. And we now go on to another SmackDown athlete, ladies and gentlemen. The self-proclaimed best-kept secret, Buddy Murphy. Of course, this past Tuesday on SmackDown, it was Murphy, who, if anything, lost to Finn Balor. Immediately following Balor's victory, it was Andrade who attacked Balor. Murphy later then attacked Andrade. And then, well, Murphy, he was just left for dead, basically, as he was black masked into oblivion by Aleister Black. Murphy's head almost getting kicked off into the second row. So Murphy didn't really have the best of Tuesday nights, to say the least. Losing to Balor, then getting his head kicked off by Aleister Black. Aleister Black has definitely been, if anything, the one with the most momentum heading into this ladder match. If anything, Aleister Black had that strong showing, laying all 3 of his challenges out. Laying Balor, well, if anything, Balor was already laid out, but then laying out Andrade and Buddy Murphy, if anything. Standing tall, basically over all 3 of his competitors. And then getting a victory last night at Saturday night's main event, as Aleister Black defeated Eric Rowan. So if anything, Black arguably has the most momentum heading to this matchup. A man who definitely doesn't have momentum heading to this matchup later on is The Miz. Raw's The Miz, and if anything, this past Monday on Raw, it was, of course, that tag team matchup between Miz and Cesaro, in which where they came up short against the tag team combination of Ricochet and Braun Strowman. And of course, Cesaro, not used to really teaming up with The Miz. If anything, he's more used to teaming up with the man we just saw in the Titantron, Sheamus. If anything, Sheamus is actually currently over on SmackDown. So if anything, the bar is not really a thing anymore. But Cesaro still paid an homage to the bar. You know that quite frankly, they're split up. We haven't seen Sheamus at all recently on SmackDown. But we've seen this man Cesaro. He was in the main event this past Monday. Came up short, sadly. Had a great performance. Put Braun Strowman to the limit, if you personally ask me. But at the end of the day, it was The Miz who got pinned. A running power slam by Braun, followed by a 630 by Ricochet. Got the tag team of Ricochet and Braun Strowman the victory on that night. So if anything, Cesaro, if you ask me, Cesaro, he definitely has all the tools to be a top tier guy here in the WWE. Minus maybe 1 or 2 things about him. But for majority of part, that man Cesaro is insanely talented. And I definitely wouldn't mind if Cesaro wins that Money in the Bank briefcase later on in just a few moments when it's all said and done. Along with that, ladies and gentlemen, another man I wouldn't mind seeing win this matchup. If anything, all 8 of these men win this matchup are some pretty damn good options. But ladies and gentlemen, Finn Balor, a part of SmackDown, getting a big victory over Buddy Murphy this past Tuesday. Of course, immediately followed after that, he got hammerlock DDT'd by Andrade, but that's beside the point. Finn Balor here tonight, with the crowd by his side, and if anything, Balor, a new look to him. Balor actually here in Hartford, Connecticut, and he has a haircut. So there you go, Finn Balor. He's ready for action. A new look to Finn Balor is a very minor new look, but that's beside the point. Balor Club is behind him. And of course, AJ Styles picking up a big victory over Samoa Joe, retained his United States Championship earlier on in the night. Along with that, back in the Money Bank kickoff, it was Anderson and Gallows, the Raw Tag Team Champions. They retained their tag titles against Heath Slater and Titus O'Neil. So if anything, Balor's fellow club members, his fellow club brothers, they did pretty well over across this night on the Raw side. Of course, Balor the only club member on SmackDown. But, and maybe his ideals are a little bit different compared to Anderson, Gallows, and AJ Styles, which makes Balor the more likable of the bunch. But, AJ Styles is the best wrestler in the world, so, that's beside the point. But moving on, Finn Balor has the crowd behind him, but another man that probably, and if not, has the crowd behind him even more is this man, Ricochet. Ricochet, now he's been involved heavily on Raw. Of course, Ricochet, getting called out by Seth Rollins back in week 1. And Ricochet, here tonight, sporting the All Might attire. Well, can I get him the victory? This isn't My Hero Academia, so will it? I have no clue. But now here we go, Ricochet makes his way down the ring. He represents the Raw brand, picked up a victory in the tag team contest. He was able to get the pinfall victory over The Miz, which led to him and Braun Strowman getting the W in their column. So Ricochet definitely has momentum heading to his side as well. And now going back to a man I talked about having the most momentum, arguably, well, the ominous man from Amsterdam, SmackDown's own, Aleister Black. And ladies and gentlemen, Black, just what a past week it's been. Tuesday, standing tall over both Balor, Andrade, and Murphy. And then, of course, last night, Saturday, standing tall over Eric Rowan. So, if anything here, Aleister Black looking good, heading into this contest. Question is, can Black actually end up winning? And if anything, we had a weird thing going on during Black and Rowan's matchup, where, during the matchup, Daniel Bryan actually tried to help Rowan. Keyword tried. Didn't really help out Black all that much. Didn't help out Rowan all that much. Black still got the victory, but that's beside the point. But if anything, Black lost momentum heading into this matchup. And so, along with that, he looks to win. Of course, 4 from Raw, 4 from SmackDown. Black making up a little bit more of the bunch that represent SmackDown here tonight. Let's now look at this. Arguably one of the coolest entrances currently in WWE, if you ask me. And Aleister Black, he's focused heading into this matchup, knowing very well he has the opportunity to walk in here as Mr. Money in the Bank. And well, another man that has the opportunity is this man. He has an opportunity to even call himself Monster in the Bank. It's Braun Strowman. And he completes the field of 4 from Raw. Along with that, he completes the field of all 8 of these men in this matchup. And well, Braun Strowman here, obviously the biggest man in this matchup. The only person that could match him strength for strength, if you ask me, is, well, Cesaro. And both of which they represent Raw, which is definitely a big problem for SmackDown heading into this contest. The monster among men, picking up victory with Ricochet, as already mentioned. So he has that momentum. And while Braun Strowman here tonight, he looks ready. If anything, if I was the rest of the field, easily target Braun Strowman as the matchup's now begun. And here we go. The Money Bank match has now begun. Now look at this, Andrade hammerlock the ET already on Aleister Black. That was quick, and Braun Strowman, he runs over Miz. And German suplex by Ricochet. And now look at this, Finn Balor already has Cesaro down. And Balor, high red district, coup de grace, he nails it. A very hot start here, Andrade. His finisher maneuver, Balor, his finisher maneuver. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your main event, Money in the Bank, and recoil by Ricochet to Buddy Murphy. Having some Raw versus SmackDown action right there between Murphy and Ricochet. I like it. Well, if anything, you gotta think. Asuka for SmackDown, she picked up the video, and look at this, Cesaro uppercut. And Ricochet working on Buddy Murphy. But if anything, Asuka represents SmackDown. She won the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match earlier on in the night, so she won for the women's side. She represents SmackDown. Gotta think, is SmackDown General Manager Edge, and is his show gonna go 2 for 2? In order for that to happen, it has to be either Buddy Murphy, Andrade, Aleister Black, or Finn Balor to pick up the victory here tonight. And now look at this here. Andrade powerbomb, running powerbomb to Aleister Black. And now look at this Braun Strowman already. He's already hurt on the outside. The biggest man in this matchup is arguably he's hurt first. Let's now look at this. Here we go. Aleister Black, oh! Brainbuster. Onto Andrade, and Andrade, he's gonna roll out to the outside. Of course, I said it plenty of times earlier on in the night, back in part 1, of course, the opening contest, the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. I did say, you need to be careful when you're trying to catch your breath on the outside. When you're trying to recuperate on the outside. Can't really recuperate for too long, or else you're going to give someone an opening. Now here we go, Braun Strowman, he's just going to drop Miz like he's nothing. Oh man, right on the moneymaker. Miz's face. Landed hard on that mat. Oh wow, what a shot right there by Braun. That brings Miz down onto a knee. Cesaro. He's working on Finn Balor on the outside here. Raw versus SmackDown match. A pretty damn good one as well. And Balor gets sent to a steel steps. And look at this. Here we go. Already. The first two to climb up the ladder. It's Aleister Black and it's Braun Strowman. And now Black, he's going to get launched off. Hard landing for him. Who's going to knock out this ladder? Who's going to take down the monster among men? He could already win this matchup. We're not even halfway through this contest already, if you ask me. We're not even 5 minutes into this matchup. And I feel like Aleister Black, oh no! That's how you bring down the ladder, if anything. Andrade, he uses Buddy Murphy as a weapon. Now that's smart. Andrade uses Buddy Murphy as a weapon, powerbombs him into the ladder, and Braun Strowman just took a horrible fall from the ladder. And now, oh, double team right there by Black. And Andrade to Cesaro. As now, Cesaro, he's rolled out to the outside as Ricochet was looking to get back inside the ring. As he just fully recuperated from the outside. Now look at this here. Buddy Murphy has the Miz up. And oh, I thought I was going to look for Murphy's Law. Decides against it. As now, look at this here. And oh my god, Finn Balor lands on the ladder. Aleister Black assisting Ricochet. Ricochet assisting Aleister Black. And now, oh, Strowman was looking for a running power slam. But Black able to get out of it. Strowman's back giving out. And Strowman turns into a black mass. Oh man. What? I need to catch my breath. I need to catch my breath a little bit here. Need to catch my breath just a little bit here. Because what a performance. All these 8 men have already showcased for that Money in the Bank briefcase. And well, if anything, Buddy Murphy here. Look at this, he's bringing in a couple ladders into the ring. Well, if anything, we already have enough here. Here we go, Finn Balor. High red, another coup de grace. No, Ricochet gonna dodge out of it. And now Ricochet was looking to take advantage. Took too long though. That's not Finn Balor. Gutbuster right there. On to Ricochet. Ricochet gonna pay for that. That's not. Look at Buddy Murphy. Look at, he's made a stack of ladders. He's made a stack of ladders. And Murphy, he's not done yet. Murphy's going on to the outside again. Now Buddy Murphy just standing around. Look at that. He made a whole stack of ladders. Now look at this. Cesaro gonna hard out trip Braun Strowman into the corner. Cesaro, no love lost between him and Braun Strowman. As now Buddy Murphy bridges a ladder. Murphy, he's just making this. He's making this matchup his own. He feels at home here with all these ladders. Anything you think a person like Ricochet would. As now Cesaro gonna get launched to the outside. Thanks to the monster among men. And now here we go. Andrade here. Hammerlock DDT. Braun turned around right into it. Hammerlock DDT. Andrade taking out Braun. But now Braun's getting back up. And Andrade, he realizes that. Andrade realizes how dangerous it is for Braun Strowman to just get back up immediately like that. Braun. The Hammerlock DDT. It didn't phase him. It did not phase him at all. And now here we go. Braun Strowman gonna launch Andrade like he's nothing. Braun Strowman, he can do that with anyone. He can do that with anyone. He can even do that with Cesaro. Speaking of Cesaro, oh, hard out trip. Braun Strowman gets taken down and up. 1916 right there by Balor. Onto Andrade. No, Cesaro. Big time neck breaker. Slash snapmare almost. Onto Braun Strowman. And now here, oh my god. He just lifted up Braun Strowman. Kills none. Look at Buddy Murphy. Murphy's been sent onto the ladder. Ladies and gentlemen, Buddy Murphy, he made the bridge. Buddy Murphy made the ladder bridge, and I think he's going to get sent through it. Ricochet. Ricochet sees his target. And through the ladder crashes both Murphy and Ricochet. What in the hell? This matchup has already basically seen a ladder break. Buddy Murphy just got dismantled. How is Murphy still up? Ricochet's trying to recuperate as well on the outside. He's not going to need to enter the ring. And look at this, Cesaro and Aleister Black. They're on the ladder now. Black sees himself on top of the ladder. And once again, he's going to get launched off for his troubles. Can't even speak by this point. And now Cesaro's all by himself. Cesaro's all by himself, trying to catch his bearings here. Now he's going to go and climb. And now look at this here. Andrade has Balor up. But if anything, no one cares about that because Cesaro just got brung down. Ricochet with a power bomb. And Cesaro, he's taken out of it. Cesaro is taken out of this matchup just like that. And now Miz here, DDT onto Andrade. Takes down Andrade. Of course, Selena Vega came up short. Earlier on in the night, can Andrade be able to right that wrong? Let's see right there. Strowman once again manhandles Miz. Poor Miz, I swear. And Murphy gonna get sent to the outside here. SmackDown's resident best kept secret. To be fair, though, this resident best kept secret in general. And now look, that's Andrade sees himself by himself with Braun Strowman running power slam. No one wants to be by himself with Braun. And Andrade, he's in big trouble. There's two ladders right there, and Braun has him up in power position. Oh no, I don't like this. Black just decided that's not any of his business. He does not want to do anything with Braun Strowman, and Strowman just sent Andrade onto that ladder. Onto the edge of that ladder from the power bomb. And Andrade, he's just been broken in half. Black just sends Braun to the outside. And now Black can get sent to the outside, maybe. No. Balor decided not to do anything. And now Miz here. Miz has the ladder. Looking to set it up. Perhaps, yep, right in the center of the ring here. Miz, of course, a former Mr. Money Bank, cashed in successfully back in 2011 against Randy Orton. Was able to win the WWE Championship with that. An electric chair by Murphy to Balor just launches Miz out of the goddamn ring. Miz just gets wrecked right there. He's on the outside. And he definitely needs to try to recover. Oh, look at this. It's a clear opening. As to Black. Black here. Well, if anything, Charlotte, she climbed the ladder up the most to open up the show. However, she didn't win. As to Black now with his third climb. Is he going to be able to right that wrong that Charlotte did earlier? But no. He's trying to yank it down by Andrade. Some nicely timed, some nicely placed shots into the midsection. And just like that, Black no longer has a hold of the briefcase. Buddy Murphy trying to bring down the ladder. Can he actually even do it? Murphy not strong enough to do all that weight. This is when Braun Strowman will usually come into play. But he's not in this equation. At least not for a time being. That's now Black here by himself on the ladder again. Black, he's trying to fight out of it. With all the swarms. Just a swarm of athletes, a swarm of superstars surrounding him. Braun with that punch right there in Balor, he can definitely not bring down the ladder. And look at this. Black and Braun, they see themselves on top of the ladder with each other once again. And there's the fisticuffs. Braun, he's teetering. As the Black off the ladder goes the monster among men. And now off the ladder goes Black. He lands on the other ladder. And now Cesaro manhandles Finn Balor. And now look at this here. Skull Crush finale. Miz takes out Andrade. And now Buddy Murphy, he has Cesaro. And oh, torture rack back breaker into a gutbuster. What carnage is ensuing here. And now Miz here, a second skull crushing finale onto Andrade. And Ricochet starting. He knocks out Buddy Murphy. He lands on Balor and hits Murphy. He hits Balor and also takes out Buddy Murphy. In the process, Miz looking to take the opportunity here. Miz, can he become a two-time Mr. Money in the Bank? Miz, does he has it? No, Cesaro. Not Cesaro, Ricochet, if anything. Ricochet getting that punch across the leg. Ricochet here. He's trying to stop Miz here. And no, pushes away the ladder. The ladder even falls to the outside of the ring. And now Miz, he's dangling. He's dangling for dear life here. And Andrade gets revenge on Miz for those 2 skull crush finales earlier on, moments ago. And Andrade just powerbombs Miz. And then look at this, Finn taking out Cesaro. And man, what a matchup this has been. This, of course, is your main event. If you're just tuning in, this is your main event here at Money in the Bank. And what a main event's truly been so far. It's a battle for brand supremacy. It's a battle. It's a battle for brand supremacy, but it's also a battle just to get a future title opportunity. Yes, there's 4 from Raw and there's 4 from SmackDown, but ultimately, don't expect all that much team-ups. It's a battle for brand supremacy, but at the same time, it's also a battle just to become a future world champion and see where Balor takes out Black with a sling blade. And look at all the carnage that surrounds it. A lot of carnage, if anything. Both Braun, Strowman, and Buddy Murphy, they're out on the outside. They're trying to recover here. As now, if anything, look at this. Aleister Black and Andrade. I mean, not Aleister Black, Ricochet. Ricochet here. Andrade, they're both on top of that ladder on the outside. It's going to be an even worse landing. Those in the ring will be a horrible landing as that. But now Ricochet gets launched onto the very thin layer of padding on the outside. Yes, there's padding, but there's barely any of it. And Andrade on the top of the ladder, and elbow drop. Andrade risking life and limb, and elbow drop off the top of the ladder to Ricochet. And then look at this Braun Strowman. He's taken out the equation yet again. This time around is by Cesaro. Cesaro, he's trying to clear house. He's trying to clean house. Oh my god, uppercut takes out both. Takes out both Aleister Black and Andrade. I can't even speak. Braun, he's down. Ricochet, Andrade, they're down. And oh, Miz gets sent into a ring post thanks to Finn Balor. That was a very Cesaro thing to do. Uppercut both Buddy Murphy and that's back, but I don't think it matters. Murphy has the ring cleared. He gets rid of Cesaro. Murphy just got rid of Cesaro. He has the ring to himself here. Ricochet, he's trying to break it up. Braun Strowman, Cesaro, they're trying to break it up. It doesn't matter. Buddy Murphy just won the Money in the Bank briefcase. Murphy has missed their Money in the Bank. And just like that, once again, in an instant. That's been the story of every matchup here tonight. One single instant to win it. One of the examples being Asuka earlier on in the night to become Miss Money in the Bank. She represents SmackDown. Buddy Murphy also represents SmackDown. General Manager Edge, he has to be proud of his roster. Because here tonight at Money in the Bank, SmackDown comes out with the victory. They come out 2 for 2. SmackDown has both the men's and women's Money in the Bank briefcases. And we end off here tonight in Hartford, Connecticut from Money in the Bank with Buddy Murphy as Mr. Money in the Bank.